Hello everybody and a very good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for being here. Middle of the week. It is Wednesday already, can you believe? The week is flying over. Our Club Inspire week, don't forget. So if you're a Club Inspire member, hopefully you're enjoying everything that we've laid on for you. Like, for example, the opportunity to win yourself free shipping for a year. Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it? This is what we're doing all this week. When you shop and spend £25, dollars or euros, you get one entry into that draw, which I guess we'll be doing at the start of next week because it runs right throughout the week. Something new for you today before we get into the shows over on our website, and indeed you've probably had an email about this too. We're doing a little prize draw. Yeah, we have got a huge bundle of goodies to give away, and all you need to do is enter your details. It's literally just a case of name. I think it asks you your email address and then your Club Inspire level as well. So you obviously need to be in Club Inspire, so another reason to join. If you haven't yet seen it, I can show you a little bit later on what that prize is, but it is an amazing prize that someone is going to win as part of Club Inspire Week. And today we've got a brilliant lineup of shows. We are all winners today. I like that, Johnny. You should be on this side. We are all winners today because we've got three fantastic shows lined up. Tonight, live at 5. It's Little Old Me, just on my own. I apologise for that, but hopefully you'll come and enjoy me. Just 60 minutes. They can stomach 2 hours of me, so like, just put them on for 60, that'll do. So we've got 60-minute deals tonight, so that'll be fun. 60 minutes, you get those deals, you grab them, and then they disappear. That will be that show. The Craft House is coming your way at 2 o'clock this afternoon. 2 hours with one of our favourite crafty guests, and well, she's here with me now actually to kind of give you a preview as to what is coming up in the Craft House. Been very, very busy. I always love it when she's here because a lot of people would say I do very little anyway, but even more so, shut up guys, even more so on a Dreamees day, I literally just come in, she lays it all out for me, so I don't even have to go through product and check it's all there. I know it's all there, it's all laid out perfectly for me. It's the wonderful Hayley from Dreamees. First of all, thank you, and secondly, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good, actually. I do enjoy a Dreamees day. I always say, when we were at the other place together all those years ago, you're always one of my favourites to sort of do shows with and craft with. And what's really exciting about today is, A, we've got new stuff. B, we've got stuff which is now only available on Crafters TV. And C, we have got an absolute sack full of tariff-free deals, have we not?
We do. Yeah, we bought plenty of things that you don't have to pay extra tariffs on this time, because obviously we were thinking, oh, dies, embossing folders, everything. I love using them, but our paper kits mean that you don't have to pay anything extra, so it's even better.
Whoop, whoop. So US friends, make sure you dive in, delve in. What we're going to do when we get started on the show in a minute is just show you 2 new deals that we've got which do have tariffs attached to them, and then we will fire into, well, loads of goodies. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 or 7 items on this show. The majority of the show is tariff free, right? So get in, have a look, see what you like. Just to give us a bit of a brief overview, Hayley, I mean, it's a little bit of everything today, isn't it?
It is, yes. So we've got a 3D MDF kit. We've got some of the layering pieces of MDF as well. We've got some nice frames. And then we've brought you our recent card kits as well. They only launched on Monday, and this is, I believe, the only place you can get them now because they did a little bit well.
Can I also show, I know I'm not supposed to show this first, but I was just, we'll come to this in a second. Oh, sorry, no, Joe, but I'm really excited. Can I? Okay. Nice. What are you even talking about? How incredible is this MDF sewing machine? It does look like, producer Johnny said, it looks like it could even work. Look, it does. I don't think sewing machines make that noise, do they? There are only a limited amount of those, so get in. I already know that people have shopped for them. One of those people being Radical Rachel on the socials. She's got it, yeah, she's shopped. I probably shouldn't have said that, but she has. We'll say a few quick hellos and we'll dive into it. We have got Rachel on the socials. Trudy says, good morning, everyone. Julie Palmer joined us saying good afternoon. Hello, Mistress Dow. Hello, Louise Burton. He says, hello, everyone. It is a lovely day. It is a lovely day today. It's going to be about 25 degrees up here today, I think, in the northeast, which is unheard of. Oh, yes, producer Johnny's got his shorts on today. Sorry about that, Hayley. I'm sorry.
I'll let him off.
Yeah. It's like you come up here once in a blue moon and then Johnny gets his shorts on. It's just not what people want to see, Johnny, to be honest. He says he's been on holiday. He's showing off his Polish tan, apparently. That's what it is. It was red hot in Poland, apparently. 27 degrees, was it? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We'll lock him in the gallery so you don't have to see him again. Dark room's probably best for him. Christine says, good afternoon. Lovely to see Hayley. This is Christine Duffy. She says, I love Dreamees. The products are beautiful and are so well priced.
Oh, thank you. We do hopefully try and make it affordable for as many people as possible. I'd love to just get people crafting. That's the aim, really.
Stephanie Theodore says hi to Hayley. And Daisy Wrench says, good morning. I am sitting on the deck enjoying my coffee with the hummingbirds, my cats and Crafters TV. Perfect way to start the day. And Colleen Passardi says, good morning to all my crafting friends. It's lovely to have you with us. Keep the hellos coming in. Let's welcome in Hayley as well. For those of you who've not seen her before, feel free to fire any questions to her and about Dreamees. Let's show you some items. This wake-up call show, we're going to try and get through as much as we can, sprinkle in a few demos, and then of course we've got 2 hours with Hayley a little bit later on. This deal, brand new to us, this is one of the deals which isn't tariff-free, all right? We're going to show you two and then dive into the tariff-free deals, but it is the Decorative Florals Die 3-piece collection, $29.99, $44.99. What I must just explain again, when we bring our crafty friends in, our third parties, everyone pays the same price, so there's no Club Inspire that comes into effect here. However, you do see that the guys that come and join us do bring those prices down for you. So this is a bundle which should be nearly £36, almost $53, $29.99, $44.99. Just as I go through these, Hayley, take us through what we're getting in this collection then.
Right, so you've got 3 different die sets in there. So you've got, those are the outline flowers, and then you've got your lacy flowers, and then you've also got your leaves and bows. So this is kind of a collection. If you've never had our floral dies before, this one works really nicely together. I have got boards with them as well, if that's helpful.
Yeah, we'll have a little look at those. That'd be lovely.
So just as they're cut out, really easy to see on there. That, yeah, we've literally just got the outline of the flowers there, and you can see it's so detailed but very easy to use still. And then the lacy ones, when they cut out, they're so pretty.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Obviously, your tiny ones, they're just solid. But right the way down to the third smallest, you have got a really nice pinprick detail on there. And a little bit of a bigger detail on the larger flowers there, just so you're getting that nice decorative element there. And then you've got your leaves and bows as well. So this one for me is an essential. It's one that I go to all the time. Obviously you've got your nice little bow in there, but it's more about the leaves, the little flourishes. Again, if you've got nothing in your collection already, this is a must-have for me.
Yeah, I always think like flowers look gorgeous, don't they? But if you can add like the foliage to them, and I know on a lot of the projects you made last time, adding like the sisal into them, the moss as well, will be something which you'll probably be jumping on. I just wanted to show you this card over here because this is absolutely gorgeous. So you've just multi-cut the lacy florals here, haven't you?
Yeah.
And like you see, layered those up. I mean, how stunning are those? You've got the little pearls in the centre, but I suppose nothing to stop you from adding little gems elsewhere onto those as well, right? Yeah,
exactly. So you could do so much with those, and the best thing about those as well is they've got a little hole in the centre.
Yeah.
So if you are hot gluing, you only really need to glue the bottom layer, because then the glue spreads through and you can just stick them all together. And then if you're quick, you can get your pearl on with the same bit of glue as well.
That's such a cool idea. Just showing you a few more of these projects as well. I mean, absolutely beautiful. I love this kind of outline die cut in metallic. Looks brilliant.
Yeah, it looks like a metal embellishment, doesn't it, once it's all layered up like that. But you can see how they both work really well together, and depending on what colour palette you're going with, adding in your metallics like your gold and silver is really nice.
I'll just show you one more, because I know Hayley's got a card to show you as well. I mean, black and gold, that is just class, that, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's literally one of those little outline flowers there, just as an embellishment.
Beautiful. Let's have a look at your card that you've got there.
So this one again, this is one of my absolute favourites in terms of like, again, the mirror board coming in, the creams. We then popped a little navy blue one in the centre of the cream. So depending on what paper pad you're using, you can really like build those up and make them look fancy. But then we've also got literally, you might have seen this before when we had the recipes on, the white on white, and all I've done with those little, it's the same flower, just broken up the petals and added a bit of green ink to turn them into leaves as well.
Do you know what, there's so much to be said for like all singing, all dancing, but that, with just white on white, I think is so classy, isn't it? It
is, yeah, that's it. You're just relying on the shadows, aren't you? And the decorative elements there that really do just make it look so classy.
It's a lovely collection, your Decorative Florals 3-piece collection. What I will say across the board today is not massively huge quantities. If you think we've got 200 of each we haven't. So if you like something, grab it nice and quickly. $29.99 is your your price for everybody there, or $44.99. Obviously, tariffs will apply on these first two items. Love the decorative floral, says Colleen. And Helen says, good morning to Ben and Hayley, CTV and team, and all my crafty friends. Haven't been chatting for over a month. As I've been away and busy, back now and looking forward to the show. It's great to have you back with us, Helen. Thanks for joining us. Next two goodies, I just want to quickly show you. Again, tariffs apply on these, and then we'll be out of the sort of tariff zone, if you like. These are your 3D embossing folder, the Scripts Duo. So £18.99 is the price here, or £27.99. I'm going to show this one first of all, because you'll have to probably get in fairly close here to look. I know Hayley's got some boards as well. I am a bit of a sucker for musical script. I think it looks absolutely incredible, and you can just see there. We'll probably see it better on Hayley's boards actually. Look at that, absolutely incredible. I don't know if you can even
make it out with the way that I'm holding it.
There we go.
I think one of your card samples has got it picked up with a little bit of ink in the background. You might be able to see it a little bit easier. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there we are. So yeah, you can see the beautiful, I mean, just a really beautiful embossing folder. So 6x6 in size. I think this is a good example to show you that obviously you don't just have to be making cards of that size, because you can emboss whatever size cardstock you want, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's 6x6, but obviously you can do it smaller. If you want to then chop into it and make it a little bit elongated, you can do that as well.
So you've got your musical script, and then, again, it might be easier to show it on your board. If I just show this card here, you've got that sort of old style sort of script, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's like a handwritten script that's in the background there. And again, once you pick it up with a little bit of ink, you can really see it. But I really like just literally doing it on the white card as well. Because obviously, like when you see it with your own eyes, the actual texture you can see is really, really pretty.
And again, like we can see it on your board there, the full set, so 6x6, and that sort of script I think is a really fantastic design to go with a whole host of different collections. I think about all the vintage collections we've done here. I mean, that would be perfect for all of them, wouldn't it? Yeah,
exactly. And also for your Christmas cards. I know we're thinking Christmas should be a long way away because we've not had summer yet.
Well, it's nearly time, isn't it?
It is nearly time, yeah, June, July time. So your music script especially, maybe if you're doing something with Santas, you want to do a little handwritten note or something, this is perfect for just a little snippet on your card.
So you're getting both of those embossing folders in that bundle for £18.99. Should be $25.98. US price $37.98. It is $27.99, but of course tariffs apply on those two items. Already busy for those on the website. In fact, approaching 10% of the stock gone of your embossing folders. Just a quick question from Sandy, who says, Ben and Hayley, good morning. Good morning. Are your flowers cut from paper or foam? So talking about those dies that we used earlier, do you normally just use it sort of for paper and cards, or can we cut foam with them as well?
You can cut foam with them. Those ones are just cut from our paper pads that we've got on the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got the foam, if you've got anything really that you want to chop that from, the detailed dies you might struggle with fabric, but some of our just outline dies you could easily cut through from fabric as well.
Yeah.
But that is just the Tranquil Turquoise paper pad that's coming up a little bit soon.
Yeah, we've got some brilliant papers for you on the show actually, and card kits too, which, is it the card kits that are just available with us now?
They are, yeah.
Yeah. We've got some exclusive stuff that other people haven't got. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. What I am really looking forward to showing you, and Hayley is going to be doing a little demo on this a little bit later on. I mean, come on. For those of you that know Dreamees, you will know about their, I suppose, expertise in the world of MDF. This, for me, of all the years I've known you, I think this is the favourite thing I've ever seen.
Really?
I think it's this is brilliant. Like, how on earth has this been like crafted? It's genius.
I know, it's all Jimmy, that is. You know, the best thing, well, I say the best thing, something that amazes me about him though, is he'll just go, I'm just gonna make a sewing machine. He'll whip it up and then it just works straight away.
Yeah.
Being 3D, like, it takes me so long to just grasp the concept of what I'm even doing. And he just does it first time, no problems.
Look at yours as well. That is incredible.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that you've got it works as well, doesn't it? The little handle spins around.
It does, yeah. Mine's a little bit wobbly.
Yeah.
But you know, if you actually, because you get a little like a cap for it, so if you push it on far enough, it will stand a lot more sturdy and it won't just rock a little bit. But I mean, It's a really cool mechanism, isn't it? And the bobbin as well. And then you've even got the little foot there. You've got so much of the detail on that. And just imagine that just being on your mantelpiece or something. If you're gifting it, obviously you can make and sell with all of our products.
It's just incredible. I love, like you say, the fact you've got the little bobbin on there, so you can wind wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull. Yeah, you get it all, don't you? And this is decisal, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, so I've literally just got one of the long strands of it and then just wrapped it. The bobbin itself is, I've wrapped a few bits obviously round it, but then just the one thread then threaded through, because you've even got a little hole at the top there to thread it through. And then I've just popped it under my foot there as well.
And just to quickly show you, and I know Hayley's going to be demoing this in just a bit, you get all of the pieces here for you in this kit. So you've got your base there, you've got your sort of main components of your sewing machine here, and then, I mean, how brilliant is this? Again, all kind of detailed into your MDF. Shows you your handle, shows you your bobbin and your foot. I mean, I know you're going to show us, but again, I would imagine it's quite sort of self-explanatory to sort of pop this together, isn't it? It's not hard to do. It is, yeah. You
do get full instructions as well. I forgot to bring the instruction sheet with me. I was packing in a rush. But yeah, you do get full instructions. And again, if you do get stuck, it's me or Jimmy you speak to. So you can message us, get in touch with us on socials or anything like that. But yeah, super simple. And like you're saying, I will show you how to put that together easily.
I absolutely love that as well. And the fact that, you know, Hayley's obviously here demonstrating this for you, showing you how to use it. You've got Jimmy who's making it in, is he still in the garage?
He is, yes.
I mean, talk about proper, like, you know, UK family business. This is absolutely incredible. Designing it, making it, bringing it to you, and of course, made in their garage. And their garage is in Mansfield, isn't it?
It is.
Hey, Mansfield, so that's not in China. In case you didn't know, it's just down the road, about 2 hours down. It's tariff-free, so everybody can jump in and grab it. There you go, boom, $9.99. I think that is incredible. $14.99. The embossing folders, bottom of the screen, 20% of the stock gone. This is what happens when Dreamees are in town. I'm not joking you. Whenever Keith is in, the same thing happens. When Sandra's in, the same thing happens. You guys love new product. You love our crafty friends like the Dreamees. I think you just love the papers. You love the MDF. You're loving the embossing folders today as well. These are flying out of the door. Potentially keep going at this rate. We ain't even going to have them in the craft house in just a bit. $18.99 is your price on those. Remember, everybody pays that price today, already discounted. The sewing machine should be $14.99. Should be $21.99. We're saving you £5 today, saving you $7. Get it whilst you can, because remember, these are open to everybody, and our US friends will snap these up, UK viewers. So just be warned. 10% of the sewing machine has already gone. And I think you just said it, but if people want to multi-buy these, you're happy for people to make these and we can still sell them, can we?
Yeah, absolutely. Any of our products we design, or if we've worked with an artist, they're more than happy for you to make and sell as well. That's kind of like the ethos. We want to make sure that if you want to make your money back, you're more than welcome to, whether for charity, yourself, whatever you want to do.
We've got lots on the show for you, right? So we will go through more a little bit later on, but there's a lot of people loving the sewing machine. So I think we are going to have a little bit of a play with this. Let me just tell you what I've just heard in my ear, right? I've just heard in my ear, producer Johnny say, I think this is going to sell out.
Ooh.
Which means he's busy crunching the numbers there in the gallery, and it's very, very busy, right? A quarter of the stock of the sewing machine has gone. We are 18 minutes into the preview. And can I also just say as well, and it always delights me whenever Hayley's here, the smell in here today is absolutely incredible.
It's not the smell of me.
I haven't stood actually close enough to use it, Hayley, to know whether you do smell great. I'm sure you do smell great, I'm sure you do. But for me, it's the odour MDF that I absolutely love. That smell of just off the production line. It's amazing.
Literally, wherever we go, people are just like, what's that smell?
Yeah, it's so lush. Right, before this sells out then, can you show us, please, how we put these together? Is it easy to do?
It is super, super easy.
Okay.
So all you've got then is you've got 3 sewing machines, and you will notice when you've got them laid out, that they're all slightly different to each other. So this one, you've got more bits on it, so that is your back panel.
Right.
You've got slightly less on this one, so that's your next panel, and then you've got nothing on this one, so that's your front panel. So all I've done with these two is I've started to cover them with gilding wax, because as they layer up, I just want to have a little bit of gold showing. So they're literally just going to layer on top of each other, and you're going to get that nice little bit of gold just showing through on the back there. So what we're going to do first before we carry on with the gilding wax is I'm going to show you how to cover MDF if you've never done it before.
Yeah.
So I've just got some tacky glue,
Okay.
and we're literally just going to pop this just straight onto the MDF.
So all MDF makes tacky glue's the best glue to go for it? Yep.
Yeah, that is anything white PVA sort of style glue is perfect for that. But yeah, your tacky glue, if you've got anything of that sort, is perfect. You can get wood glue, but it's not necessary really. You can just get your crafting glue, it's fine. So then I'm just literally rubbing that all the way to the edges. Obviously, be aware that if you are allergic to glue, don't do that. Use a spreader. So then I'm just going to take, this is one of the Emerald Dream papers.
Yeah.
And we're just going to pop that
That's
just
gorgeous.
up to the edge of those tabs. Now, if you can paint it as well, but if you do, just don't cover these little tabs because it might swell a little bit, so then it won't slot in as easily to your base.
Those papers, by the way, are gorgeous. Wouldn't it be lovely if we had those on the show?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Bottom of the screen, we'll show you them in a minute. Not many of the triple paper pads though, you have to be quick if you want to grab those.
So we've just attached that then, and ideally you want to leave that for a little while just so it grabs.
30% of the sewing machine gone.
Wow.
I called it. I don't think you needed to be a genius to see that this was going to sell out in record time.
Right, so I'm just going to leave that just for a sec because I did put a fair bit of glue on it. I just don't want it to slip as we cut around it.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring in the other sewing machine then, and I've literally just got some of my gold gilding wax, and I'm just going to rub that straight onto the edges. Now mine's very old, so it's a little bit crusty now. It's dried out a little bit. It's a very old one. But if you've got fresh gilding wax, it works even better, but this is still fine. It's been sat in my cupboard for a little while.
Fresh gilding wax, crusty gilding wax, whatever you like.
So I'm just literally rubbing that on just to get a nice little bit of gold coverage. Now, if you really wanted to, you could cover it with mirror board. You could do anything really, paint if you prefer.
And is there any time you would like prime it with like a gesso or anything like that? Or not really.
You can do. I'm too impatient.
Right.
I go straight in. A lot of the time, people will say to you, yeah, do either a PVA wash, gesso, something like that. If you are painting and you want a true colour, that's a good idea to do. If you want a little whitewash and maybe you're going for a pop of pink or something, it'll hold your colour properly. But most of the time, I just go in. I usually get the tester pots of emulsion, to be honest.
That's good, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Cheap and cheerful.
But if we were going to like colour it with our alcohol markers then, so you would gesso then?
Yeah, I'd gesso then, just so you get the true colour of the alcohol markers, definitely. Right, so what we're going to do then is we're just going to layer these up. So I'm just going to get them roughly in the position of the centre, and then this is our base. So all I've done is I've covered it the exact same, and then I've just pushed these holes through. So to do that, I just tend to pop my craft knife through a little bit, and then if you get these tabs in, they will push through and give you a nice shape there that you can then pop your slots into. So we're going to go for the largest one at the back, so you can see that's the furthest holes backwards. So they're just going to pop into there.
Yeah.
Now before we get that in too much place, I've got my little foot, so I'm just going to pop that on underneath where my needle is and get that slotted in there.
Look at that.
Now you can glue that in place if you want to, so we'll just ease that out and get a little bit of glue just between those two tabs. Now they are a good fit. They are cut really well by Jimmy. He gets all the proportions in for you, so you don't have to glue it if you don't want to. It will hold in place.
Yeah.
But if you want to keep it secure, you're keeping it on your mantelpiece or whatever, you can absolutely glue that.
Yeah.
So just add in a little bit of glue then onto the reverse of this one.
Do you do any soft craft?
I have got a sewing machine and I've made like myself a little apron and a cushion and things, but I don't tend to get round to doing that as much as the paper craft. I would love to, and I will eventually get more involved with soft crafting. It's such a nice hobby when you've made something again that you can wear or something like that. So we've got those two layered on there then. So we've slotted those in super easily. So now we need to finish this piece. So I'm just going to take my craft knife all the way round and just trim off the excess paper. So we're just following all that round. And if you really want to, you can use scissors, that's no problem. You can trim it a little bit further away from the edge, and then you can take a file to it and actually take off those rough edges there. So I'm just easing that away. It's not perfectly cut through, so we're getting a little tear, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to grab my nail file and we're just going to neaten up those edges. So I'm going downwards against the MDF so that we don't then tear the paper back upwards. And we're just going all the way around just to neaten up that edge.
Definitely wanting to get some of these papers if you're going for any of the MDF today. Very busy. The triple pad. So is this the Emerald Dreams, this one?
It is, yeah.
You get the Emerald Dreams, you will get the Nostalgia and Tranquil Turquoise. You can get them individually, but best value to go for the full collection. Question, is a file best or could a sanding block be used?
Yep, sanding block's perfect as well.
Yeah.
Anything that will just take away that edge for you and just give it a nice finish is perfect.
Cool.
So then just slotting in this last piece to them slots. So I popped a little bit of glue on the reverse there just so that these three are sticking together. And then we've got the base of our sewing machine pretty much done there. So then for the next pieces then, you've got all your bits that are in a little carry sheet. So we've got, obviously you can see your bobbin, handle, foot, label, whatever you want to be using is all in there. So the bobbin is pretty self-explanatory. You can see you've got your 4 holes on each of these and these 4 spokes go between it. So we'll go for a little bit more difficult one. It's not that difficult, but just so you can see how easily you can get the wheel to go together. Get all these pieces out. Now if you do struggle, just take a little tool and something like that and just pop those through.
How do you decide what thing you're going to make next as far as an MDF kit's concerned?
A lot of the time it'll be, you know, if maybe we're out looking, I don't know, at home decor or something.
Yeah.
And it's usually like different things than the typical home decor. So instead of thinking like, oh, there's a nice plant pot there, let's make a plant pot. Yeah. It'll be like taking inspiration from like a light fitting or something that then it just translates and we go, oh, we can put flowers in that or something like that. And yeah, it's a lot of the time we get requests as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we get a lot of requests. I mean, the paper pads, the Tranquil Turquoise and the Emerald Dream were both requested by a customer called Sue. And the turquoise is our our packaging colours.
Yeah.
And she messaged me and was like, have you got a paper pad that is that pattern? And I said, no, I haven't, I'll make one. And it's done really well. So Sue needs commission, because then she was also the lady with the emerald one.
Oh,
because
no way.
it was our thank you for your order slips. And she was like, can you make a paper pad of that? I was like, yeah, of course I can. And again, yeah, she's got good taste.
Oh, I love that. So if you've got any suggestions of things you want in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got requests for yellows and oranges, navy blues, royal blues. So yeah, watch this space.
Okay.
So these are all your pieces then. You can see they came out of the carrier sheet super easily. So all you're going to do is you're going to take this piece in the middle here and all of your spokes, you're going to pop them in so that they are facing outwards like this. So you would glue these in place. I have got one already done, so I won't glue them for now.
Yeah.
Popping that into those slots there. And then you've got your wheel for on the top. So you can see then you've got 4 squares that these will fit into perfectly. So just ease them into the right position. And then you've got your wheel.
Oh, perfect.
And then you've got a little handle as well. So then that's just going to pop into your last remaining square there, and that is going to make it turn around. And then you've got your little cap here. So then once you pop that on, if I bring in this for you to see, once you pop that onto there, your little cap is going to press against it and hold it in place.
That is brilliant.
So then I've got one that I've done and I've just covered it in gold gilding wax again, so we'll pop that one on instead. So that's just going to go onto there. And then I'm going to add in my little handle. So I'm going to glue this one in place just so it doesn't come out of anywhere. And then we've got our little cap again. So we'll pop that onto here. And then I'm just going to take my cap as well. So be careful not to attach it too tightly so that it won't spin. You can do it with your wet glue if you prefer, but I'm just going to do it with hot glue for now. And then that will still spin around. You can push on slightly further and it'll still spin there. Cool, right. So then I've got my little label as well. So it kind of like if you've got a Singer sewing machine or something, we've just give you a little label to just pop onto the top there.
Yep. Oh yeah, you just put some gems on this one, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, you can do whatever you prefer. I've just done gilding wax on this one. And then we're going to do my bobbin. So with the bobbin then, I've already just wrapped around. So like I said, you've literally got the top and bottom and the 4 spokes in between. And I've added a bit of cream cardstock across the middle and attached some sisal to it. And now I've got one single length of sisal, but you can't, oh yeah, you can just see it on, there we go. So I'm just going to attach that at some point to this bobbin.
Third of the sewing machine gone now. So busy, so busy.
So attach that on there. And then I'm going to stick my bobbin in place.
Yeah.
Onto this little part up here. And then we're just going to, oh, my sisil's come off, I need to stick it back on. Stick it back on, and then we're going to thread that through to create the actual threading of the machine there. So I'm just going to thread that through the hole at the top here, and then feed that underneath that little foot
It's
that
so
we did.
clever. The attention to detail is absolutely crazy.
That's it.
Like you are threading.
He does think
a
about
proper sewing
everything.
machine.
And whilst Jimmy's not necessarily a crafter in the typical sense, you know, like he does think about making things work and making them really just usable and fun to create as well.
Is he, without revealing trade secrets here, is he doing designs on computer, or is he like measuring and designing by hand and then taking them?
Yeah, he does it on the computer.
Ah.
Yeah. So sometimes he'll do like a little drawing or something to like get the idea, but most of the time he is just doing it straight on the computer, boxing it up and measuring it and stuff. Yeah, he's crazy to watch. Like he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of the products he's made over the years, like obviously you've seen in the past like this now, like he's so good at it. It's definitely the perfect job for him.
I feel like there's no kind of end to what you could design in MDF, is there really?
Yeah, exactly. You could just literally make anything. Anything 3D, anything flat, obviously. A lot of the things that I make are flat. So Jimmy does all the technical stuff. Like I say, I can't get it right first time, whereas he just literally sees it, does it, and it works.
Yeah, crazy.
Right, so embellishment-wise then, we're going to use the outline flowers. So I've cut these from gold mirror board. So we've got 3 of these, and I'm literally just going to give them a little bit of a shape with my fingers. And then we're going to make a second smaller flower. So I've cut these from my Emerald Dreams paper pad. So again, just giving them a shape. It's the second smallest that's in that die collection.
Yeah.
And then just going to take my ball tool and just press in the middle of those just to lift them up a little bit.
This is so amazing, says Sandy. I cannot stop watching how easily it goes together.
Oh,
And
thank
Trudy
you.
says, so clever. Feel free to multi-order if you want, you know, a couple of these, 3 of these. 40% of the stock has gone now. This is, I mean, it's not going to be here, is it, at 2 o'clock if it keeps going at this rate? Thankfully, there's lots more on the show.
Yeah, that's a good job, isn't it?
Yeah. See, the method in our madness here, because we knew that this sewing machine would be the most popular, so we thought we would put it together in the early show to kind of thank you, those of you who've got up super early, and then you can watch this back when you get it and show you how to put it together. But they all come with instructions as well, don't they, Hayley? So.
Yes, you do get full instructions.
Yeah.
And like I say, if you do get stuck for any reason, then you can get in touch with me or Jimmy very easily.
Yeah.
So these are then the 2 flowers that we're going to pop onto the sewing machine. So shall we see? Oh, yeah, I can probably stand it up with that. And then I've also just got some of the leaves from the leaves and bows there. I'm just going to tear these up a little bit and just make myself some smaller pieces to pop in. And
The helpline is also manned by Hayley and Jimmy as well. They do everything.
Yeah, literally.
Alexandra just said, hi to Hayley and Ben and all. These shows should come with a warning. Your wallet will stay open and empty.
Yeah, maybe we should warn people. It'd be fair. Right, so then I'm just popping in some of these little bits of my leaves then. So I'm just using hot glue just to get some of these little cream leaves just popping in there. And I've gone for cream because we've used the cream sisal there, but obviously you could use any sort of thread or whatever you prefer there.
Yeah.
So we're just popping those little bits in to frame it. I'll just go in the top there.
Nearly half the stock gone.
Wow. And just the last little bit in there. And then just to, oh, in fact, one of my favourite things to do with these little flowers as well is I've got 3 of them, and I'm just going to turn them into little butterflies. So because they're 5-petaled, I'm just going to trim out 1 petal from each of these flowers.
Oh, that's a cool idea. So you've got little mini...
yeah, just little butterflies to flutter around there.
Yeah.
So just trimming those in. And I'm just going to bend them upwards and give them a little bit of a shape. And then we're just going to pop them onto the sewing machine, just fluttering around.
It's almost knowing where to stop, isn't it, with something like this?
Oh yeah,
like you keep
that's
decorating it forever.
I will just be going forever and ever and ever. And then finally then we will pop on some of the gold pearls. So just grabbing a few of these 5 mils. So then I'm going to pop 1 on the top of my bobbin, a couple of sets of 3 on the machine itself.
We've got the pearls on the show as well for you. Those aren't tariff free. But again, if you've got things like your Touch of Sparkle, you can obviously add those pearls and gems to yours that way if you are in the US and you want to do that.
So just add in some dabs of glue just in the 2 front corners there. And then I'm just going to pop them in the middle of my flowers too. And then 1 on the top of the bobbin there. So then I've just got my pearl pick up tool. I think there's still a few of these left on the website.
I'm sure there is. There's the blue and pink, isn't there?
Yeah.
And the black and the white.
So then just attaching these just across the bottom there.
Apparently Craig and Debbie have been buying them, apparently. Craig, I meant to say, so I've told you, because he did say just as he left last night, he said, Craig said, feel free to tell Hayley she can leave me anything if she wants to.
Fine, I can do that.
So I've passed the message on.
I'll leave him all my rubbish.
Yeah, go on. Yeah. Leave him loads of mess over that side. And he comes in tomorrow. What's this? Well, you did say Hayley wanted Hayley to leave you something.
There we go.
That is exceptional, isn't it? Let's see some love for that in the comments, because I think that is absolutely brilliant. The teamwork of Hayley and Jimmy putting that together, designing that, consenting that, then actually kind of making the kit, and then Hayley showing you how to put it together. I just think it's absolutely incredible. You don't see stuff like this every day, do you, on Crafters TV? So what an opportunity to get something that is different. I mean, they are absolutely incredible. Look at that. Just brilliant. And you can choose the papers. Obviously, we'll show you the papers that Hayley's brought in here, but if you've got other papers that you want to use within your collection, then of course you can do that as well. And all of that comes from the bits that you are getting here to be able to make that sewing machine. We have already sold half of the stock, so please go quickly. There is nothing to stop you from multi-ordering on these. £9.99, $14.99. That's the price everyone pays. Club Inspire doesn't come into account with the third parties. However, you are saving on this one particularly £5 or $7 off that usual price. But you're going to have to go quick. It's tariff-free as well, don't forget. Quick as you can, because I have a feeling that will not be here when we get round to the actual Craft House show in about an hour and 20 minutes' time. All right. Next, let's have a look at this collection, which is your triple paper pad. Not even shown you this yet, and a quarter of the stock has gone. Always nice, actually, to bring you Dreamees papers. A, because they look amazing, and B, they're 8x8 as well. And we tend to sort of deal in 12x12, don't we, in 6x6 size here at Crafters TV. So there are 3 paper pads that you're going to get within this set, 48 papers within each set, and you've got 4 designs, haven't you? That's right, 12 of each.
8 designs, 6 of each, yeah.
Nearly right. 8 designs, 6 of each, double-sided. Yes.
Yes.
And this is the one, Emerald Dreams, that you saw Hayley using just a few moments ago, and the designs, Always beautiful art in the fact that you get like a floral and then something contrasting on the reverse, right?
Yeah, that's it, because a lot of our paper pads you can absolutely use for male or female, but there are some obviously florals that you maybe think, oh, I'm not going to put that on a male card, for instance.
Yeah.
So to have a lot of the patterns that are stripes, spots, ginghams, things like that, the watercolours, they're going to work really well for whatever sort of card you're making, and then you've got the pop of florals as well if you want to use those.
I really like that too, because I said this last time. I think, you know, if you are someone who's fairly new to like crafting and doing mats and layers and whatnot, sometimes it can be quite difficult to find that kind of pattern paper which will work nice with a paper which might be a little bit more sort of illustrated. So you've got the patterns and the florals in the Emerald Dream. So there's 48 sheets within that pad there. Then, and if you can get these individually as well if you want, but the value, of course, is in the triple. Very low stocks in the individuals. You've got a 30% saving. You're getting, what is it, 48.96, 146, 144 sheets, aren't you, for 26.99, which is bonkers. This is Nostalgia. All right, so if I flick you through this again, look at that. Those more sort of vintage florals there. Love the fact again that you've got that old-fashioned style script running through, so a paper that would work really nicely with the embossing folder that you've got on the show today as well. But a really beautiful kind of vintage floral on one side, and then you've got that beautiful stripe. I love that. That's sort of like a almost like a damask, isn't it? Yeah. Beautiful.
And again, you've got the browns in there to match with the tonal purples and light pinks.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. And then your other designs here, if I flip that one around, you've got butterflies and kind of spots and dots there as well. That's on almost like a, what do you call it, like a Hessian background, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it looks like Hessian fabric, definitely.
Really cool. So that is your Nostalgia. You're getting 48 sheets in there. 8 by 8 again, don't forget. So that goes alongside your Emerald Dream. And then this colour palette, I think you're going to absolutely love. Your Tranquil... They said tortoise then. Your Tranquil Tortoise. Your Tranquil Turquoise. So this was this suggested by Sue, did you say?
It was, yes. That one and the emerald one was suggested by Sue.
Ooh, I really like this. So you've got your gingham and your florals there. Again, sort of slightly bigger florals into that sort of almost like watercolour background on the reverse. Oh, look at this. Stripes again with beautiful florals. And then last, but by no means least, you've got your spots and dots, again with that beautiful floral and kind of like old-fashioned font there, a few butterflies as well. So you're getting 48 sheets in that kit also. So across those sets, 146 sheets in total. What a buy that is, $26.99. You guys know the quality of the papers as well. They're 120, aren't they, I think?
They are, yeah, 120 GSM, and they're uncoated as well, so you can pop literally anything on it, your inks, your gilding waxes, embossing powders, anything.
$26.99, $38.99, tariff-free as well, so go swiftly. Lots of comments coming through for the sewing machine face saying how beautiful, Jill Hutchins saying beautiful, and Michael Adams saying brilliant. Now, the next collections we got, are these the collections that we've only got?
Yeah.
Are these the...
Yeah.
We've got 2 to show you, and then we are going to do a quick little demo with these. So, 48 sheet paper pad, right? But then we get the toppers as well?
We do, yes. So you've got an 8x8 pad and a 4x4 pad. I have got boards if that's easier for you.
Yeah, should we have a look at the boards with you?
So I've cut these papers down to, they're about 5 3/4 inches, but the ones you're getting are 8x8 in size. So this was just to get them on the boards. But you can see you've got so many gorgeous pastels in there. So a couple of blues, your pinks, your lilacs, and then these pops of florals as well that are just taken from those Hydrangea heads. Then we've even got the script in the background here, so bringing that in from the image pad itself. So again, you're getting 48 sheets, 8 designs, 6 of each. Double-sided though, so if you absolutely adore this pad, then you can just scrap off the pale blue dots and just use all that floral paper or vice versa, whatever you want to do. So that is the first part of the kit. And then on the reverse then, we've got the images. So you're getting technically 5 of each, including your sentiments. So you're getting 40 sheets in total, but this one is on the back of this one. this one on the back of this one, and as so on. So if you really love this image, you can just use 10 of that instead of 5 of each. And again, they're so pretty, the colours here, and matching the papers, so you've not got to think about it. Our card making kits have just made it so easy, especially for me demoing wise. I've not got to colour an image, I've not got to stamp an image. It's just done for me, matches the papers, I've just got to embellish, and that's my favourite bit.
And I love the fact you've done a collection with a hydrangea, because I kind of feel like it's not a flower that always has like its own collection. No,
it's one of my absolute favourite flowers, especially all the different colours of hydrangeas you can get.
Yeah.
And then having all the sentiments as well, and they're printed back to back. So if you use, for instance, the thinking of you on this one, you're not going to cut into the sending lots of love that is on the reverse of it. So you're really going to get a lot out of the sentiments as well.
It's a brilliant kit, and when you consider the amount of paper you're getting in there, you're going to be making a lot of cards from that $15.99 kit. Should be $21.98. $30.99. It is $22.99. Tariff free once again, but you will have to be very, very quick. 40 sheets of your uncoated cardstock for those toppers. 48 sheets of the designer papers as well in your Hydrangea Haven. We are 10% of the stock gone there already. Also, 10% of our next stock gone, the deep purple mini card making kit, and this is the same sort of concept, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So you've got your 8x8 pad again. When I was making the cards, Jimmy was like, "Oh, that's very Crafter's Companion, isn't it?"
It is very Crafter's Companion.
I was like, "Yeah, it's definitely on trend, isn't it?"
Yeah.
So you can see you've got all these gorgeous deep purples in there, and we've brought in the kind of like a tan brown colour. So if you saw in the nostalgia pad, it's the same tan that we've used there. So if you get both collections, you could then tone it down with your nostalgia as well as using these deep purples in this one. So obviously, again, 48 sheets, 8 designs, 6 of each, double-sided, the gorgeous deep florals in there. You've got obviously some of the more lacy designs, you've got wood grain, you've got a bit of everything in there. And then on the reverse, we have then got the really pretty floral arrangements. So again, same concept, they're on the reverse of each other, so you can use 10 of one or 5 of everything. And again, with your sentiments, all matching on the reverse, so you can actually chop into them and get loads out of them. So you've got a really nice range of sentiments in both kits as well. They're not just your typical happy birthdays. You have got something that's like, thank you, hope you have a special day, enjoy the little things. So if you are making home decor projects as well, it's really nice for that.
Absolutely, and if you, like Hayley said, if you do just want to use the images, of course, the fact that the papers are uncoated, you can bring in your own stamps, can't you, as well? You have your own sentiments and stamp your sentiments on.
Yeah, exactly, and then obviously bringing your dies to embellish, maybe your little butterflies, things like that. Yeah, it's going to work with everything that's already in your stash.
The deep purple kit also proving very popular. You got that, well, nigh on £6 saving, $8 saving, £15.99, $22.99, tariff free again. So get involved, US customers, get shopping, grab the deals. Kelly O'Sullivan on YouTube is saying that is beautiful, stunning, I love it. And Stephen Ferguson on YouTube saying that is nice. Grab those deals. Remember as well, for every $25 spend that you make this week, you'll go into that draw. Stand the chance of winning free shipping for a year. Must be a Club Inspire member though, of course. We are going to quickly do a demo in the last 10 minutes with the Hydrangea Haven.
Right, so we're going to make this card then. So this is a fold. I've been doing it a little while, and every time that I post a card like it on Facebook, somebody says, "Oh, what are the dimensions?" So I've actually written them down as well. But it's literally just a flat piece of cardstock, and it's just your scoring and your mountain and valley folds that is making it into a fancy fold. So we've got any sort of height that you want to do out of your A4 sheet. So I've literally just got, it's about 7.5 inches tall is the one that I've done.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this is the wrong way around. And I've done it 8 inches wide. So then we've scored at 2, 3.5, 5, 6.5, and then you've got your 8 inches as your whole width. So then all you're going to do is, obviously I've got my cardstock here. So we're going to fold a valley.
Yep.
So I'll get my bone folder, and then we're going to fold a mountain, and then we're going to fold another mountain, and then another valley. So then you have then got this card shape like this.
Yeah.
So really easy to do. Obviously you can do it from any colour cardstock, you can do it from mirror board if you want, whatever you prefer. And then we're just going to layer up the panels then. So we've flattened that out just for ease. So I've got some silver mirror board and some of my pattern papers that I've already cut to size. So we've just got a panel of each to layer up, and we're going for different patterns on the different layers. So just layering up the papers from the pad itself onto the silver mirror board there.
I feel as well, you know, if you're getting these papers, things like your template library, get those out and have a play, you know, make your different card shapes. I want to say that card shape is also in the template library, so if you didn't quite catch the measurements or whatnot, you can always delve into there and get one of your templates out.
And it's easy if you've got a template, isn't it? You don't even have to think about it or do any measuring at all. So then we've got some of the pale blue dots as well, and then some of the floral print. So my floral one is going to go down the centre here.
We've got plenty to show you in the second show as well, by the way. We've barely scratched the surface. More MDF coming your way with some layering plaques, background stamps. We've got freestanding frames. We've got loads actually that we haven't got through quite yet. So get ahead. Everything should be there on Shop the Day, Shop the Show. So you can grab all of those deals. And as I say, aside from the new dies and the embossing folders, and some of the little accessories like the pearls and the sisal, moss, everything else is tariff free. So you asked, Hayley delivered. Yeah, when was the last time you were here? 2-3 weeks ago?
Oh, it was the 22nd of May, yeah. It was like, it wasn't that long. I was expecting to come back around the 20th.
Yeah.
And then I messaged Emma and she was like, I've only got these dates left. I was like, well, I'll pick one of them then.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
So that's why I'm back so quick.
3 weeks ago, and then all this in, tariff-free, boom, there you are.
Right, so for then the topper panel, have we got time for me to run the embossing folder through? So
We have.
I'm using the music script one.
Yeah.
So I've just popped it in my sandwich and I've got my white cardstock. And we've just ran that through. I think I got the sandwich right. Oh, I did.
You did.
Except I have used the opposite folder to what I meant to.
Well, that's all right. You've done it. You didn't break the
We
machine
tried.
unlike someone we know. So,
So we've
we're
got
good.
the script
that.
there. That is such a nice deep emboss.
Yeah.
And then the one that I'm actually using is the music script.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick that up with a little bit of grey ink, so you'll probably see that a little bit better then. So I've just got just a little bit of grey ink just on my dauber here. And I'm just going to pick that up just around the edges. And then just try and get some of that detail just showing through. Because in the Hydrangea pad as well, you have got a bit of grey coming through in the background of the images. So I just wanted to keep picking that up, and then we've obviously got the silver mirror board there as well. So that's going to be what our topper sits on. So then we've got just an oval scallop frame then that we're going to attach it to. And then I've fussy cut out one of the hydrangeas, so don't think of them as literally just in the squares that they come in. I've just cut that out just round the edge, left myself a little border, just giving it a little bit of a shape. And then I'm just going to take some of my grey sisal and we're just going to pop that just behind where that image is going to go, just to add a little bit more detail to it.
Sisal on the show, as I say, and if this is the first time you're seeing Hayley craft, you will get used to the fact that she's a big sisal user.
The odd things that I bring.
Yeah. It works so well though. I think, you know, going back a few weeks, I was a little bit like, how often would you use like sisal and moss and that in your craft? But actually, it works so nicely. It comes together really well.
Yeah.
Especially with your florals, like as sort of added foliage, isn't it really?
It is, yeah, exactly.
Look at that.
So then popping that on there, and we're just going to trim that off. So then this is going to pop onto the middle panel of the card there. So just for speed, I'll just use a little dab of hot glue. And then we've got a sentiment that I've taken from the kit again and just chopped into a flag and layered up that just says happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be using the fancy florals, which I hope are on the show. They were on our last show.
Fancy florals.
And I asked, oh good. That's good.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I asked Emma to add them and I was hoping that she had. So all we're going to do is just take one of the frilly flowers there that's in the die collection, and we're just folding and concertina folding those petals together.
There's only a handful of the fancy florals left. In fact, I'm just being told less than 20 of those available, so be quick. I think be quick across the board, really. Check out at the end of the show, and then you can come back at 2 o'clock in the craft house and watch all the demos. Have you got plans for the craft house, or are you just going to see? Oh, loads of plans, I've just been told.
Yeah.
3 pages of demos?
Yeah. I wanted to be prepared, yeah.
It's only a 2-hour show, you know.
I know. I think I've come with like 7 demos each time, and I've gone home with like 3 left. Which is fine. I don't mind that. I'd rather be prepared.
Oh, it's better to have more than to get out of the show going, oh, I finished.
Yeah, that's it. And just be like, Ben, can you dance?
Yeah, you any jokes? Well, as a matter of fact.
Right, so then I've got some of my flowers pre-made then. So I just layered up those 3 together. So I've got these done just for speed. And we're just going to arrange these in 2 opposing corners. Oh, dropped one.
Alexandra's message saying, coloured foam pads, Hayley, question mark.
Oh yes, they are on the list to come. The only problem is they probably won't be tariff free, but we'll still be bringing some for you.
Alexandra's in the UK.
Ah, that's fine
good
then.
for you.
Yes, we've had purple, pink and white in the collection so far, but I'm going to be adding some more colours, so I will definitely bring them for you.
Okay. Again, do have a bit of a look and see if there's anything else you want Hayley to bring over. Have you got a date for the next one, or is that?
I haven't, but we like the Airbnb, so I'm going to badger Emma for a date so I can book it.
Nice. Hayley was showing me before the show actually the Airbnb she's staying with Jimmy tonight. It looks lovely, and you picked a lovely day to come up here.
I know. We got woken up by a little ba ba in the field in the back. It was so nice.
What was it? A little goat or sheep?
I think there's a mix. There's 2 very inquisitive goats, but then also like really nice little sheep as well.
Aww. What a way to be woken up on a beautiful morning.
I know. It was so like gentle in their bars as well. It was nice. Right, so I'm just adding in the last couple of flowers. I've lost one in the process, but it's fine. We'll just leave one off. And then I'm just going to add on some little bits of my scraps. So I've just got some little flags from my kit as well. So if you've got little bits left over, don't chuck them away, obviously. It goes without saying. Then we're just going to attach these little flags.
I used to have a rooster that used to wake me up first thing in the morning. Yeah, as like an alarm call. And I replaced that rooster with a duck.
Oh.
Yeah, now I wake up at the quack of dawn.
Smashed it. Smashed
Johnny,
it.
you just hit my ears. Like, oh, no. Oh, dear. No, true story, not a rooster, but in the house we did live in Buckinghamshire before we moved up, we backed onto like a farm, and there were 2 donkeys in the field behind us who sometimes would wake us up in the morning. That isn't a joke, that is a true story. No, that's no joke. Yeah. They were very cute.
I do love donkeys.
And there were goats in that field for a little while, and now and again we'd get up in the morning and they'd have jumped over the fence into our garden to like eat the branches of the trees that we had in our garden. And
they're cheeky goats, aren't they?
They're really cheeky. And then trying to like round them back up again before like the farmer came back to come and grab them.
You're like, this isn't my job.
No. Yeah.
Right, so I'm just adding 3 little pearls in the 2 top corners, and then I would put them in the middle of the flowers, but we're getting short on time, so I'll leave those ones for you.
It's been a really fun show, actually. It's absolutely flown over.
I know, it always does, doesn't it?
I always say that you step into the studios here and it's like stepping into some sort of like time vortex, isn't it? Where
yeah.
An hour becomes 10 minutes. But look at this. Incredible. $15.99 is going to allow you to make, I mean, goodness knows how many cards you're going to make from one kit.
Well, if you think of just the images you've got, you're going to make at least 30, but then you're probably going to have 8x8 papers left over, probably sentiments left over, so you could easily make 35 to 40 cards, I'd say.
And again, you can make to sell, this is the thing.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for ways to kind of fund your crafty habit or make a little bit of money on the side, this is an incredible way to do it. Hydrangea Haven proving very, very popular. You've also got the option of the deep purple as well, £15.99. $22.99 if you're in the US and tariff free. And we're back in an hour's time. Lots more. We're doing cards and MDF, the whole lot, yeah?
We are, yes. We've got lots that we haven't shown you yet.
Excellent. Well, look forward to that, everybody. In the meantime, get your carts and your baskets checked out, and do make sure you come back and join me and Hayley in the craft house in an hour's time. Don't forget as well, tonight at 5, an hour of 60-minute deals with just little old me. So there will be some absolute corkers to come then. Still 2 fabulous shows to come, and we'll see you in an hour. Until then, bye for now.